Hi and welcome back. In this video, we're going to start with our book scraping project. It's going to be set up very similarly to our quote scraping project, just so you fully understand how I recommend setting up these scraping projects. So once again, let's create our files. We've got app.py, and for this project, app.py is going to be a sort of test file type thing where we're going to be running some of the commands written in our other files. Then we're going to have a few Python packages. Locators is going to be one of them. That's the one we're going to be working on in this video. We're also going to have pages, of course, for the different pages we'll have, and parsers, which are for specific sections of the page that we want to extract data from. So pages and parsers, pretty similar. Think of it as sort of containers and components if you've ever done any component development, or just as, whole pages, then interacting with parsers to extract information. In the locators, we're going to add two files for now. The all books page, which is going to be that page we've already seen. And we're also going to add books locators. Oh, book locators. Okay. Inside the book locators, we're going to create a class, book locators, and in here we're going to put in the locators that we came up with earlier, that I showed you in the previous video in that presentation. We're going to have a name locator, and this is going to be article.productpod h3a. Now I'm going to press Command D or Control D if you're on Windows to just duplicate this, and we're going to name this link locator. Notice how these two are the same for now, but I'm keeping them as a separate locators just in case the website decides to change later on. This is going to make my program a little bit more resilient. Then we're going to have a price locator, which is going to be used to get that p tag that contains the price. So again, article.productpod p.price color. It's interesting that it's got this class here, price color. That's just because the price of the item has a color. So that's what the website's decided to go for in terms of the class name. But depending on the website, it may be different. Finally, we've got a rating locator, which again, article.productpod p.star-rating. If you make any typos on this, you'll get some errors later on. So just make sure that these are correct. All of them have article.productpod at the start because the entire book is enclosed in this article tag. And then we're looking for an h3 within that article, anywhere inside it, and then a that should be within this h3. Similarly here, and same with these. Now let's go over to our page locators. We're going to have class, all books page locators. And here we're going to just have one thing for now. We're going to add more later. And this is going to allow us to find all of the books. So the locator that we place here should be able to find each list item that contains a book. The contents of that list item we're then going to pass to the book parser, which is going to use these locators to locate exact information. So here we're going to go for div.pageinner section li.call xs6. If you want to be more explicit and you want to add all of the classes inside this li tag, you can do that by just doing .call sm4, .call md3, .call lg3. So I'm going to leave it as this. Feel free to skip on these classes or maybe just include one of them, but I'd recommend including at least one class just in case there are other list items elsewhere on the page, well, elsewhere inside this section, that Beautiful Soup may get confused. So make sure to include at least one of the classes just to be sure. Now, with these locators, we are ready now to move on to the next video. We're going to be using them to extract information. Now, I'll see you there.